Hello and welcome to Topham Chats, the show where I chat to various members of the Rooster Teeth community. My guest yet again is Kelly. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good, Top. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. We've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for quite a while.
Yes,
today,
we have.
and it was a bit of a tough session for us because we weren't as strong as we could have been, and we also made bad choices. I decided to go and sit on a throne, and then I got swamped and I died. So that was fun, and then stuff happened from there. But yeah, D&D was a bit crazy this week.
It was. I think, like I've previously said to you and our other campaign members that we have, it wasn't exactly planned to go the way they did, and I made a few flubs here and there. But I'm hoping next session's gonna be a little bit better. Gonna be a little bit better paced. But aside from that, there were a few things that went weird. Like there were some people were missing all over the place, and
someone didn't roll above 10 until like 3.5 hours in.
It was to sprint away. He rolled like perfectly.
You're on like 19 or something. It was like, what? Yeah. Like, where were the rest of these rolls? Oh dear. So yeah, we had a bit of crazy stuff going on then. So, how long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons? I think that's something I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere around 2 years now, but it's interesting because I've never actually been only a player. My first interaction was me and my two brothers, because I wanted to try it out. And so it was me and my two younger brothers, and it was the three of us, and I was also a player in that, and while also DMing, because I feel like if you're the DM, in general, you can kind of sort yourself out. Like with me, I forget things so often that it's really almost impossible for me to metagame. And when I do see opportunities for me to metagame, I automatically just like shut myself out of that. For example, when I was running with them, my character that I had didn't often speak. Like it was like because I didn't want to give them any clues that I had that they didn't have. So whenever I weighed in my opinion, it was as restrained as possible because that's the character that I built, and I like him. He's cool. But yes, that was my first experience, and that's pretty much what I've done. I do most of my D&D as DMing, which is sad because I have all these character ideas that I want to use and play with, but I never get to use, and then I have to implement them in other ways. Have fun with that.
Cool. Yeah, like that's something that we're like actively at the moment trying to work on, like not metagaming the game, just like not being like, oh yeah, we can all do this together. Like, no, you need to do that as your character so everyone understands the implication. You can't be like, I think we should all run away. You need to be like, guys, I'm running away.
Yeah. So
that then everyone understands and it's in the correct narrative that it should be for the game.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting, but also rather weird.
Definitely. Metagaming is always an interesting thing because there are so many ways to avoid it, but often those ways make it harder to just run the campaign. And it sucks because for a while now I've been private messaging people in our campaign whenever they like pick something up because you guys don't know whatever the other person has. But it just takes so much time, and it also, because we're recording as a show, it takes away from the audience knowing things too. So I'm starting to move away from that now as well, like I did with the owl today. So that was that, which was early on. You might not remember it, but it happened, I swear.
Okay, yeah. The owl?
Yeah, there was an owl.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. If you don't remember, that's fine. You can't metagame. It's okay.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so we were just like... Yeah, well, you metagamed the crap out of us at the beginning. It was just like, oh, all the crows were trying to attack you. Like, crows?
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot like, that you guys didn't know
we didn't know there were crows.
I
was like, oh dear.
There were quite a few oopsies on my part today, but it's alright.
Yeah. Well. So yeah. So we're playing that as part of like the GGG. There's lots of us in the group, and then you've got the channel coming up. Like the channel was announced a few weeks ago, and you're trying to.
It was maybe like a month or so. Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, like trying to get some ideas for shows to go on it, and to try and get people involved.
Yeah.
What kind of things are you looking for? If you're comfortable to like say, oh yeah, this is what I want from people.
No, totally. Well, we released a list, which we put out, I think, in the PC Game Night thread or something like that. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think we created a thread for it. Unfortunately, with the way the site is now, it's people are, at least with groups, it's heavily discouraged. Like, I think that we recently got three people from the group to talk in general chatter, which has been like the highest amount that we've gotten. And I'll be honest, our group was moving a little bit away from using the group forums anyway, just because we have the WhatsApp thing, and we all see each other. Like, game nights are very regularly scheduled now, so people know when to show up and when not to. But to an outsider, it must look dead as shit. And so, except for like our news posts, which are now posted in individuals for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, they're posted. Anyway. I think they're sent to the group.
Yeah.
And then people in the group get the notification. They don't necessarily need to be following the person that's in charge, which is okay. Mm-hmm. So you get like a notification from someone you don't necessarily follow, which might make people go, why am I getting that? But it's because you're part of a group.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. But anyway, it's all hopefully getting all worked out. But yeah, so we have a whole list of just general things, and we try to be vague with it. We're looking for like, hopefully... Okay, so the overarching rule is, if you would watch it, then it's probably good, right? If you think that you would watch it on your own time, then it's probably something worthwhile. If you think you would be entertained, if you would spend your valuable time on it, then it's probably something good. So that's kind of like the number one rule is it fun? Do you enjoy it? Like all that. After that, we kind of get into the technical stuff. We're looking for like hopefully minimum 720, hopefully minimum 30 FPS, hopefully minimum not shit audio. And honestly, the better that stuff, the better overall technically. But the main thing is it at least a little entertaining? You know, would you watch it of your own accord?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's something that like I looked at forever ago. Like I stopped watching people doing video blogs. I stopped watching people doing like solitary gameplay because I was like, I don't really enjoy watching this. I like having people to bounce off of, which is why. This is usually just a one-on-one conversation in this podcast, so I'm just like, oh, that's what interests me. I like, multiple people playing, which is fun. And because of that, like, I did a few series ages ago of me just playing Dark Souls, and they're okay, but if I had someone to bounce off of, I wouldn't have just had to talk about the game the whole time and the ideas that I was having running through the game. I'd have been able to talk about other things, which is why I tested doing something a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago now. Just to try and see how it would work if I were to do it, say, Game Grumps style. Like, try and keep the episodes relatively short and just bounce back and forth with one person. And it seemed to work well, and I liked that. And I was just like, okay, this is cool. I've been having a lot of fun just recording these podcasts recently. I recorded the one with Dom and Woods, and... like, instead of just like trying to look at where things overlapped and just edit it that way, I just listened through the whole thing and then made the changes as and how I went through them. So I'm just like, oh my god! Like, usually it'd just be a case of look at it and see, oh, where does it look like anything could be messy, and make sure that the audio quality is good most of the way through, just selecting random samples. But it's slowly getting to the point where I know where I've been talking over someone, or I can see where I've been talking over someone. I can be like, okay, that needs to be moved there. And so editing it doesn't take a massive amount of time, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I like how these conversations have been moving forwards, and that's making me happy enough to listen to my own voice, which is a weird thing to do as well. Yeah. And just be like, yeah, this is what I'm happy with. So yeah, it's been a bit. Anyway, that's a lot of talk about GGG. I kind of want there to be like another Xbox game night again, but like
I know
it's just like there's no console activity right now.
I know it's sad. Like there are certain games that worked really, really well with console. Personally, 360 Minecraft, no offense to anyone that was doing it,
doesn't work.
360 Minecraft is just it's tough. It's really it's tough in general when you have like online multiplayer like that, but when you had people from the UK, from America, from the Netherlands, like we had so many people in different places. It took so long to load anything, and the games were awesome. They're great ideas, but it's so much easier to do, which is why we're mainly PC. I would absolutely love for us to have like console game nights again, but unfortunately, Emma and I are just we're responsible we have.
Yeah, and where the consoles are at the moment, like I can't get the Xbox One to work with Master Chief Collection at all. I've tried so many times to play it because I'm only on mission 3 in Halo 1 because I don't want to play it alone. I want to play with someone. But I can't get anyone to get in the game with me. Not through lack of trying either. Yeah. There are people around that are just like, yeah, let's go through it. And it just won't work. But going back to 360, it still works. It works nearly flawlessly and we can have a lot of fun with it. So it's just like, oh, maybe not back there. But then again, I just can't find time to have a game night with all the training I'm doing. So,
yeah.
Like, maybe after that subsided, I can just be like, okay, I'm going to train 2 nights a week and choose a night to take off and just go, like, try and host my own 360 nights. Or,
yeah.
I know that there's people on PS4 as well, and just be like, okay, we're hosting either a Destiny night or I don't really know any other games on PS4.
A lot of people have been playing a lot of Rocket League. Like, a lot of our people have been playing Rocket League on PS4.
Yeah, we could just, like, have a Rocket League game night in the GGG. So, like, there's plenty of people there as well, which is the good thing. But organising it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah, no,
especially with especially with my timetable at the moment, because at work at the moment it's just been absolutely insane as well. I'll tell you about that off. That's a whole going on.
I think I might have read a journal about it, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so what have you been playing in your spare time?
Oh,
like, not when you've been required to play with others necessarily.
Required, yeah, that's pretty much what it is now, right? Separately, I had a bit of a contest with Emma as well, in Dark Souls.
Okay.
Because she thinks that she's better than me at PvP. And she's going to disagree with what I'm saying completely. But I challenged her to a duel. We had about 3 or 4 days, maybe like 5, to kind of make her character prepare. Our level cap was 50 because we didn't want to overreach and make it too hard to get to in our time range. Because I wanted to do it while I get down there.
Yeah.
And so I was on, I think like maybe 3 days before, we let everyone else know. And we said, hey, if anyone else wants to do this, we're going to see. Feel free to make it if you can get a character to 50 by that time.
Yeah.
And so it ended up being me, and Dom, and we all had like 1v1 duels. Technically, in the amount of that we said, Emma won the duels against me. But I ended up winning the most matches, even against her by the end, mainly because of pyromancy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Pyromancy's unbalanced.
It totally
is.
Is.
Level 1 and just destroy anyone.
Yes, it is.
It's just fun.
Especially when I had like +5 ascended and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. And eventually it came down to I was using the Chaos Blade too, and so I was able to work out with that pretty well. I think because she was so aggressive at first that it threw me off. I didn't exactly know how to work with it, and also she was using the Gold Tracer, which was faster than what I was using.
Yeah,
so
that is
I didn't
such
know how to fight
a lovely sword. Actually, no, the Dark Silver's better for counter-attacking.
It is. No, it very much is. And I was using the Dark Silver.
Yeah.
But the Gold Tracer's a little bit faster, and so when I didn't know how to combat that at first. But eventually, as we kept going, I won the most matches out of Emma and Dom. It was funny at first. Emma beat me, but then I beat Dom, and then Dom beat Emma, and so it was like this weird circle of that shouldn't have happened at all.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun, and we definitely think we're going to be doing it hopefully more in the future.
Cool. I've been running through Dark Souls again, just in general. So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to get through it in about 10 hours or so. Just just put a little bit of time into it here and there. But at the moment I'm at the grindy stage where I just need materials and souls so that I can make it over the wall and get through the worst boss fight easier. Yeah. Which is the painful part.
Yeah, being stuck at 50 was really tough because once you get past a certain part in the game, like you're just everything is so much harder.
Yeah, I can imagine Artorias being a nightmare at level 50.
Yeah.
Because it's just easy. After killing Artorias that you'd get the golden Dark Silver Tracers, which is...
Yeah, we ended up summoning Dom in, and it was the 3 of us all fighting and helping each other fight Artorias. Just because we couldn't do it. Like, she summoned Dom first, and then we all met up later. But it was crazy. Artorias is not easy. And that was my first time fighting him ever because I've never done the DLC.
Oh, really?
So,
oh, man. He's an excellent boss fighter.
Yeah,
he's so fast. He's tough. I don't like Manus at all. Like, Manus is my least favorite because I just don't understand like fundamentally how you're supposed to beat him without tanking it. Like I'm not good enough at when he does his dark magic spells and they go out and then come back in. That always caught me, and like because of the way I play like high damage, low health.
Yeah.
It'd take me out nearly, I don't know, it'd either one hit me or two hit me, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I'm completely with you. That was my first time that I fought Manus, and Beep and I tried to do it by ourselves, like together, and we couldn't do it. We had to get Dom, and Dom was much more experienced with beating him than us, and so I actually learned a lot from him. But it was a really tough fight. We died a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's like what's my least favorite part of like the DLC. But like the bit where you run around and you get Seep and see little Seep, and then have you released Seep and then gone and fought Seep and got different cutscenes?
I haven't yet. No, I haven't had a chance to play anymore. So
okay. So have you not beaten him yet? You've not beaten Seep yet?
I have not beat Seep yet. No.
Oh, awesome! You're in for a treat because that is my favorite thing in the game. It's my absolute favorite.
It is an honor. I shall.
And then talking about being one hit by a boss, I was playing Bloodborne. There's a boss in Bloodborne where you can take him down to half health and it's like really easy, and then you move through to the next area. It's like a really awesome boss design.
Yeah.
But he's got a spell called A Call Beyond. And what he does is he sends out it's essentially homing soul mass, except it launches like 20 different bursts out and then they all home on you.
It was there long after
and it's very I haven't managed to avoid it. It's a one-hit kill even if you have 50 I think vitality, which is ridiculous. So I only have like 20 because I'm playing relatively low, but this is my first time through, so I'm playing relatively low vitality to skills. Like the weapon I'm using, it's got skill scaling on it. So so I was just like but it turns out there's a quite cheesy method where you can like drop down into the room where he's supposed to go, and he'll try to run in there, which is where like the last bit of the battle happens, where he will cast that spell, and you can drop down into the room before he runs in there. He'll try running in there, and every time you hit him, he'll teleport to somewhere else and then like run off. So you drop down into the room, then run back when he's there, just like stab. And then he'll like teleport off and just like, but it's a really long process. But
yeah, it sounds like it might be.
The game is good, but that boss fight frustrated me beyond belief. But I'm at a point right now where I don't know, I'm really looking forward to playing it more because it's starting to get really interesting, and I know I'm like 85% of the way through, and there's still things I'm missing, so much knowledge as well that I'm just like there's so much I can learn about this game, so hopefully I'll get it finished soon, but no, I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I think I unfortunately haven't like played it anymore. I think I'm still like 60% through, and I haven't even gone to the castle yet.
Okay. So, that whole area is optional.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
I found that out like 'cause we were trying to fight the boss. Like, because I was playing with Bear, and he was just like, oh yeah, join me and we'll beat this boss. So we went onto his account. Like I joined him. We beat the boss. Then I went back to. Wait, what did I do? Yeah, we went back to my world. Summoned him in. As I walked through the fog gate, my internet connection dropped entirely. Kicked him out. I died to the boss. And then I got back on, tried to summon him again. And we tried for 45 minutes and it wouldn't summon anyone. So I was like, this isn't working. So that was another frustrating thing with the game, but it's fine.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, what games are you looking forward to that are coming out soon? There is one that I'm thinking about, but it hasn't got a defined release date, and that's No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky looks like it's going to be really cool. Actually.
Yeah.
I haven't looked too much into it, but from what I have seen, it looks really interesting. I'm not that Like, I was for a little bit, but I'm not that interested in Battlefront anymore. I just don't think it's going to be that great.
Okay.
Disappointing. Aside from that, what was it? It's one of the big releases.
The only game I'm really looking forward to is Fallout 4 coming out. So.
Oh yes, thank you. Fallout 4.
That's exactly what you
That's exactly what it was. Oh, my brain. But
that's what you get for chatting for 5 hours.
Oh God. I may or may not have gotten the special edition
with the Pip-Boy. Oh, nice.
So we'll see how that goes.
Nice. I haven't had a chance to pre-order it yet.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it eventually, but the Taken King Destiny comes out soon, so that's going to be a lot of. Well, that's going to take up a lot of my time. But yeah, so 2.5 weeks from when this is coming out, I've got my black belt grading, which is why at the moment I'm just like, oh, I'm busy doing things. I'm busy training, and like learning all the theory because I've got a lot to learn. But like physically, I know all the patterns, like all the movements that I need to know. I know my power is good. I know my fitness is good. It's just the mental side of it, getting into the right state and thinking about things. So like that's where my time's going. Once I'm done with that, I'm just like, yes, I can do more things, and I can play more games, which is. And then I can probably start working on some things for like maybe for the GGG channel and just get some ideas going.
Work on things. It's great.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Fallout 4 is going to be so good. Like, so good. I can't believe it. Like, it looks pretty. No Man's Sky looks excellent as well, by the way. Just like.
No, definitely.
Just going across the universe, and there's so many millions of planets, and you're never going to see it all, and that's crazy. I don't know how it's going to work with being able to find, like, other players. Like, I want to play with someone. Like, can I do that or not? I don't know yet. So I don't know whether they've released any details on that. So I'm gonna go and like hunt them down and be like, yes, these are the informations that I need to know. But it's a bit rubbish that it's PS4 and PC because I know like a lot of the people I know are on Xbox still. Yeah. But there's still quite a lot of people that are on PS4. So I'm just like, oh, I should be okay. Things. Yeah. Anyway, anything you want to talk about still?
I think we pretty much covered it.
I think we did.
It's been really cool to see some more GGG people on here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying my best to reach out. I was just like, I wanted to just try out a project, which is why I sent out a message the other week, and Woods came on. Because I was just like, I want to test this out. And he was like, are we not doing the podcast? I was like, well, I was going to get to that eventually. So it was like the last thing we've done. We've been chatting for like 2 hours as well. But the chat with Dom was good as well, so I'm going to like try and drag him in more as well. But I don't know. I need to not just focus on the GGG, but you know, there's people all over the site.
That's not true, Top. Okay, listen. You don't have to admit on recording that we're better than everyone else, but we all know that we're better than everyone else.
Oh, that's not a way to think. That's not.
I'm just kidding. Don't worry. I'm just kidding. Cool. You're all beautiful in your own ways. It's just we're also really beautiful, and you should come be beautiful with us. There you go.
Yeah, definitely. People should join, and that'll be cool. So yeah. I think that's going to wrap it up for this week.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
Cool.
It's been great.
Thank you very much for being my guest.
My pleasure.
And thank you everyone for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.